Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 with Zebu Nation. This is Loser to Legend with CLYDE FC, and today we have for you the final game of the regular season 2025. We've been here for quite a long time. It's Season 8 coming to a close, and it hasn't been good. It has been very rough, very rough. Let's take a look at the competitions and see where we're at. After 35 games, we got 6 wins, 14 draws, and an unknown number of losses. That would be 15 losses. 32 points on the season, not good enough. Negative 15 goal differential is definitely not enough. So, we tried to have another one of our heroic late season runs, but it didn't happen for us. Instead, it happened for Ross County. As you can see, Ross County has moved into 8th, and they are clear. We can't catch up to them. We got 1 game left. That would get us 3 points if we win it. And it's not working out. So what we got to do now, what we got to focus on today is not getting automatic relegation. And that means avoiding a loss in this final game or hoping that Livingston loses, because we are tied with Livingston at 32 points. They've got a worse goal differential than us by far. So whatever happens, if we both win, then we stay up. If we both draw, if we both lose, likewise. The only way Livingston gets ahead of us is if they get more points than we do in this final game. And what's unfortunate is that they are playing Wraith, which is a decent team. They're 6th right now, 39 points, so they're far ahead of us. But we play MORTON, which is the 2nd best team in the league. Let's take a look at MORTON and see how they're doing. Look at their recent form here, and they're a little up and down, I guess. Lost to Stenhousemuir and Inverness. Beat Wraith 4-1. That's not a good sign, because maybe Wraith is reeling right now, and we need them to have a really good performance. So I don't know, things are not looking good for us, but it's come down to this final game of the season as to whether we get relegated or not. And even if we win this game, then we got to go into the relegation playoffs and avoid one of the teams coming up from the lower division to take our spot. So we still got maybe a couple of more games left in this season, but at the very least we got 1 more game to go. So let's get in there, let's talk about it. I mean, I did want to go over Ross County, but I don't know that I really care. I care, but I'm just so focused right now on winning our game that I don't want to get into too much what Ross County has done. But as I mentioned, they went on our patented late season run. So they had 3 wins and 3 draws in their last 6 games. And meanwhile, in our last 6 games, we got 2 losses and 4 draws. So no wins in our last 6 games, which is why we're sitting here in relegation zone. So let's just focus on that. Concentrate. We're going to go with a little bit of a new formation here. I'm going to go with the 4-2-3-1. None of our other formations have been working. So we're going to hand this. Also, we got some injuries and stuff, but we're going to hand that over to the assistant coach. We're going to see what we can do. We need to at very least secure a draw versus MORTON. And I don't know. So what the plan is to control the ball and try to keep it away from them and maybe score 1 goal and then, park the bus or something. I don't know. We'll see. It's not a tremendously defensive formation, but it is a good possession formation. So hopefully we can keep possession. And if we get those goals, if we go up maybe, 2-1 in the second half, maybe drop back. I don't know. We'll see. We've got the flexibility in the midfield to drop back to different formations if we need to without really making any substitutions. So we'll work on that. Ladbrokes Championship preview. All the games are kicking off at 1500 hours. So let's go, basically. MORTON in second place. They've been a tough team all season long. How have we done against Morton this year? Let's take a look at the schedule. So there's a game there. We lost 3-2. All right, is that the first one? Okay, so we lost 1-0 first quarter of the season. Second quarter of the season, we lost 3-2. So it's been close games. Then we lost 2-1 in the third quarter. So fourth quarter matchup, we'll see how it goes. A lot of one-goal losses. We can't handle that. We got to get one from them. I like their sponsor, the Millions, the lottery, I guess. Our sponsor's not too bad either. You know, it's a good. You know, as an American sports fan, I'm not used to having the logo so front and center of the sponsor. But this is a good, you know, tactful sponsor. I'm okay with that. Anyway, they are 3-1 favorites. They've been inconsistent in their last 5. We've obviously been poor in our last 5. They've won 5 of the last 6 with 1 draw thrown in there. So we haven't won a game in 6 games against them. It's no good. Manson is doubtful. Davies is doubtful. They've got 1 injury, Ryan Wilson. Strength is a strength for them, but decision-making is a weakness. So maybe we can take advantage of them a little bit with the possession. So there's Manson, the goalkeeper. Is he? Yeah, he's one of our substitutes, so we got to get him out of there. We're going to bring in the youngster, Sean Dowie, maybe, if they'll let us. Yeah, there we go. Then we got another injury. Davies is injured at central defense, so we'll bring in Mitchell. He's got a little bit of a partnership with Glover, so we'll keep an eye on that. For some reason, we don't have Antoniazzi on the bench. We got Diver on the bench instead. Is that really what we want to do? I mean, Antoniazzi isn't incredibly fit, but neither is Diver. I think we could probably use Antoniazzi in there. Yeah. Wait, I just put Hartford in there? Okay. It's not what I wanted. Not that we couldn't use Hartford. Honestly, we could. We got to draw the line somewhere, right? You know, maybe we could bring... Because, you know, in case we need another defensive midfielder in there or another defensive player, Hartford would be actually a good option. So honestly, we could bring in... No. I don't know who we could take out for that. I mean, maybe we could take out Dowie and go without a goalkeeper because he's basically useless. I think that might be actually a good idea. As long as our goalkeeper doesn't get hurt, then we're in trouble anyway. So this is what we're gonna go with. I think on the bench we got Macaulay, Leach, Antoniazzi, Rowan, Gray, Lindsay, and Hartford. So let's submit that team. Let's go. We're set up in control, and hopefully we can stay that way. I don't know that Morton is a high-pressure team, but it looks like they got some guys coming forward. They're wingers anyway. Seem to be coming forward. McDonald on the left wing is their leading assist man. 15 assists on the season. 7.16 rating. He's looking pretty good. Top man up here is Wilson, the striker. Highest average rating and top goal scorer. 25 goals on the season. Gotta watch out for him. He looks like he's playing some sort of deep line playmaker or maybe target man type role, so that's interesting. Semple, Hughes, okay, that's fine. Meanwhile, we're going Wilson in goal, Gorman and Finlayson at the fullbacks, Glover and Mitchell, defense, you saw that. Sinclair, Zata, and Maxwell in the midfield. Lockheed on the left wing, Duffy on the right wing, and Critchley up top as the striker. We have been playing Critchley at winger and Duffy at striker, but decided to switch those two around, and they've been playing pretty well that way, so we're going to keep it up. We could fall to the relegation zone with a loss here, so go out and impress me, please. Please, please. I beg you. Let's go. All right, opposition instructions. Okay. Okay, yeah. Close down on strikers. We know we want to close down on this boy, McDonald. And probably Hughes as well. He's going to come forward. Ryan Wilson is a little banged up. So let's close down on him always and forever. Let's go. If we can, like, you know, put him out of the game some way, that'd be nice. Pretty decent crowd for the final game of the season. Looks like the fans are expecting a victory. They've come to celebrate with the team. Let's see if we can spoil their party. So here we go. They're going to try blasting it downfield. Hopefully we can keep possession. Hopefully we can, you know, do our thing. Get an early goal would be nice. Free kick. Who knows? Corner. Got a pretty good corner play. Although I don't know that Mitchell is necessary. Well, he's pretty good actually. 15 jumping reach, 12 heading. So if we can get a corner play to Mitchell, maybe we got something. What sort of highlights are we looking at here? Extended highlights. Duffy might have a bruise, but it's nothing, and he should be able to play through it. Okay, that's good. How are we looking? How's the score looking right now? Still, we're tied with Livingston, so that's fine. Got to keep an eye on that score line for sure. It's 0-0 there. St. Johnston beating Dunfermline. They've gone ahead of Inverness to take the top spot, so that game is definitely worth looking at. All right, here we go. First highlight of the match. Here's that dangerous man, Wilson. Here comes Morton. McDonald around one defender. Good. Oh, a penalty by Mitchell. Come on. This is not what we needed. No? Is a penalty? Yes, okay. Come on, let's get a stop. We could really use a stop here. Here we go, here we go. McKay lines it up. Nope. All right. Clyde dropped to 10th position with that. Not going to panic, though. We're going to keep things as they are. Hopefully, anyway. All right. Let's take a look at our instructions real quick, though. Just retain possession, work the ball in the box. Nothing special. Control it. Lockheed not playing very well. Maxwell not playing very well. Oof, Glover, he got that penalty. "44 minutes, so the first half is just flying by. We've got 2 shots. They've got 1 shot. So the control has worked. Other than that penalty, the control game has worked. Although they've got 54% of the possession, so I guess it's working just because they're playing into it. They're playing a possession game as well. Close down on Hendry. He can really cross the ball. Okay. It's fine. We'll do that. Yeah. So, tactics. We're going to change anything up. And we could try getting stuck in. How many yellow cards do we have, actually? None. We just got the 1 injury. So I think we can... I think we could try getting stuck in. Win a few balls, maybe. Will that actually do anything if we're on retained possession? I don't know. So we'll take that off as well. Ooh, I don't know. Anyway, let's go to the dressing room. We got to change it up somehow. Pep talk. Unlucky boys, things haven't gone right for us so far. No, let's be assertive. I expect to see much better showing in the second half. All right. Come on, we got to avoid relegation. Got to avoid it. I mean, all we have to do is fight bravely. I don't think my job is in jeopardy. But I think like my sanity might be in jeopardy because I really don't want to have to go back down and do another League One campaign. It just I'm having trouble getting motivated to play this CLYDE FC save. I think I've made too many mistakes. I feel like I've played this season or this whole series backwards. I've done everything the opposite of what I should have done. McLean with a shot. You know, we started out professional and we went down to semi-professional. Started out spending money early instead of saving money early. I started out playing veterans instead of playing youngsters, and I'm playing youngsters now. So I've just done everything backwards and the wrong way. There's a missed tackle. There's a back pass. Wilson, easy save there. Okay, Glover is still looking terrible. We could move Gorman down to central defense. Bring in one of our fullbacks off the bench. Critchley with a steal. Maxwell. He's going to bomb one forward. Nope. They're going to bomb it back. Wilson's going to beat our defense back, unfortunately. Cross it to... How did he get a head on that? He was sandwiched between two guys, and he still got a head on it. Let's go back to retain possession. I think. Oh. I don't know. Maxwell looks particularly error-prone today. Well, I mean, I guess we could sub out for that. Maxwell's supposed to be the future of our club. He's our homegrown boy that we spent some money on to bring him in. Here's Duffy. Wins a header forward. Can't get it to Critchley, but Zata settles it down. Looking around. Finlayson has it. Centers to Sinclair. 64 minutes down. This could be important. Maxwell gets it forward, but their defense is too good. Critchley, come on. Pay attention, buddy. That could have been a chance to steal one. Gorman wins the header. Maxwell, again. He keeps going to the sideline. I wish he wouldn't do that. He's supposed to be the central playmaker, and he is anywhere but central, and he gets the ball stolen. Okay. So we're going to bring in Rowan for Maxwell. Get him out of there. Going to bring in Tony Ozzie for Duffy, I suppose. Any other... I mean, our defense is looking so shabby. So move Gorman down for Glover. Bring in Scott Gray to give us a little bit more offense. And we will send him forward on support. I mean, because I'm predicting them getting a goal here. Look at their man rushing forward. McLean. Nope. Okay. So that's good. It was anticipation of them getting a goal, but now maybe not. All right, so we've made our 3 substitutes. 65 minutes in. Let's see if we can see if those 3 men make a difference. Let's see. Okay, Semple just beats Hughes on the back line. Oh, great save by Wilson. Defensively, we just are not very good. Wilson, another nice save. It's a good thing we got a decent goalkeeper. Otherwise, we'd be in a lot of trouble right now. Not that we're not in a lot of trouble, but we'd be even worse. Here's Gray. Send one's into Mitchell with the header. Oh, he almost got that. That was a nice play. That might be our only chance of scoring against these boys. Is that kind of play. Good steal almost by Zata. Double covering McDonald, not quite. McLean, Campbell. 68 minutes. They are definitely holding the ball. Wilson sends it forward to Semple. Another foul. Mitchell with the foul. He's going to get a card this time. Second yellow card of the season. Second penalty shot of the game. See if we can get a save here. This would be nice. McKay again on the kick. And he misses, but he's going to get the easy rebound. Of course. Just toying with my emotions. If that was my player would have stood there and let the other team get the ball. So that's probably it. We now have to hope that somebody else does something good and beats I forgot who they are. Anyway, so focused on this game I can't think of anything else. They're simple with a shot. Alright, I mean, there's no point now in not attacking. How are we looking here? Livingston is still in a... Livingston is winning right now. They're beating Wraith 2-0, so we are done. We're cooked. The best we could hope for would be them to draw and us to draw, but it ain't going to happen. We need a 3-goal comeback here. This is not looking good. Here we go. Maybe a highlight, though. Sinclair and bash it forward. Critchley on the move. Critchley behind the defense. Off the post. Cancel that. Get out of here. Gray's played well since he's come in. Antoniazzi and Rowan have also stabilized things a little bit. Ovenstone throws it into McDonald. Are we going to get another penalty? Wilson doinks it off Mitchell's forehead. And out of touch for a throw-in. Come on, boys. Let's show a little bit of fight here in the last game of the season. So it's looking like relegation for next season. This is not good. I don't know what my plans are. Right now, the plans are is just gut the team, play with nothing but youngsters, and see what happens. I mean, I could lose this many games with youngsters, you know. So why bring in expensive veterans to just lose this many games? I don't know if that's a positive attitude or not. But, you know, some of our better players were our youngsters this season in terms of rating. Now, what I get hung up on is their star ratings. Their star ratings are not good, and even their potential star ratings don't look that great. So I'm a little bit downhearted right now when it comes to this team and the youngsters that we got coming up. Rowan to Zata, sends it into Critchley with a shot. You know, guys like Macaulay, he's 20 years old now. He's pretty decent, but, you know, he's not great or anything. He's valued at $37,000. So I don't know. We'll see. He's only got, I don't know, like maybe 2.5 star potential or 3 star potential, whatever it is. So there it is. Pep talk. Assertive. Not happy. Get out of here. Think about what you've done. We're not even going to be playing in the promotion playoffs. So I don't know if this counts as fighting bravely against relegation or not. But we shall figure that out. Morton eased to victory. John Stone comes back and wins the championship. CLYDE relegated. So I think this might be the first time I've been relegated after getting promoted. So I don't really know how to handle this. I don't know how to come back from this. Board set initial budgets, $513,000 and a transfer budget of $196,000. Okay, we received $260,000 for 10th place. I mean, that's something that gives us you know, a positive bank balance for the season. So that's good. Take a look at the finances. Made a $200,000 profit this season. Hey, all right. I mean, I guess we can go through the checklist real quick. Start with the under 20s. So here's the guys we got to work with next year. I mean, a lot of 16-year-olds. Some of these 17-year-olds might be playing. Craig Chapman and Jay Hunter, 2-star, 1.5-star type guys. Milne, might see what he's got next season, although I don't think he's got quite the right stats for what we want. I mean, he's you know, he is what he is. But he's 18 years old now, so we got to start signing him up. Gary McCauley, as I mentioned, you know, we'll see. We'll see a lot. We got a lot of older guys in here right now building match fitness, but, you know, we'll clean them out and figure it out. Finances we just looked at. We made the profit of $204,000. That's pretty good on the season. I mean, we were negative until the final day when we got this payout. So, you know, we're going to have to cut the budget even more. We're currently spending $417,000 to finish last place. So I don't know that we need to spend that much again. Board job security is still stable, so they're okay with us. 52%. Confidence, you know, they like our leadership support. They like our club finances. Tactics, maybe not so much. Club philosophies we could work on. Currently don't have any philosophies that you were being judged on, so maybe that's good. I don't know. Club-wise, 1.5-star reputation. Jordan Sinclair, Cudahy, Peters, and King are in there. Darren Miller is still the only icon. We are definitely not, you know, our loser to legend status has gone nowhere. And our upward trend is finally going to hit a snag. Like every season we've been in charge, the team has gotten better, shown nothing but improvement. So we're going to go up to the championship and then back down to the championship. So we're going to have a little bit, you know, we're going to hit our peak and then have a valley. And hopefully it's just a short valley and we can start going back up after this season. But I don't know. We're going to figure it out. Transfers. We got one transfer coming in. So we'll see what that's all about. Another midfielder, which we don't particularly need, but bringing him in anyway. Medical center, not a lot of injuries this season. You know, not enough to be significant anyway. You can look at the dynamics real quick. Dynamics are going to go down because we're going to get relegated, but everything else is pretty good. You see how our leadership reacts. Most of our leaders, I think, are sort of inexpensive players, so we'll probably keep them around, but we're going to have to make a lot of roster decisions in the offseason to see what happens. There's Jerry Vaughn, the 21-year-old midfielder. Do we want to keep this guy? 21-year-old. I don't remember signing this guy, honestly. I guess we'll accept. I guess we'll accept that. Bring him in. Let the offseason begin. Fan reaction. Unhappy. They feel the player is not ready for first team duty yet. Got good passing. Yeah, you're right. He is not a very good player. I don't know why we signed him. Players inducted to the best 11. Jordan Critchley, Kenny Leach, Zata. Interesting. We still got Curry in goal for our overall best 11. Jack Breslin on the left-hand side. Morrison, Davies, Finlayson. Cudahy's in there. Zata, of course, Miller. Leach on the left-hand side. Critchley on the right. And Peters up top. So it's an interesting group of players. Best 11, where are they now? Finlayson and Davies are still with the team. Morrison is playing for Peterhead. Breslin is for Broomhill Sports Club in Glasgow. Okay, who are they? Lowland League team. Okay. Good job. End of season awards. Hartford was the fans' player of the season. That's interesting. Maxwell and Glover. It's an odd group of combinations. Goal of the season, Dominic Duffy. Let's take a look. Versus Inverness. In the Burning Man formation, the 4-1-2-3. DM wide. Here's Duffy. And take it all by himself, apparently. Past one man, past two men, past a third, and scores all by himself. I mean, I don't know how that couldn't be the goal of the season. That was just a one-man effort. Good job. It's like in basketball, taking the rebound and going coast to coast with it. LeBron James. Signing of the season was Maxwell, of course. Everybody's going to be happy about the homegrown. And then the young player, Dominic Duffy. Yeah, I mean, you see the talent he had there. Now, he was a loanee, so I don't know how he's going to come back next season, but we'll see. Season review. We lost in the 4th round to MORTON in the Scottish Cup. Knocked out of the group stage in the Betfred Cup. Finished 10th. Knocked out of the league by MORTON, I guess. Lost in the 3rd round of the Iron Brew Cup. So not a great season overall. Moment to forget, 5-0 to Patrick Thistle. I thought I was going to get fired after that game. Average attendance, 1,500. It's gone up a little bit. That's okay. Used 27 players this season, which is less than we usually use, but still tied for first in the championship. CLYDE 18, squad dynamics. We have no team leaders. So we got to change that for next season. End of season team meeting. All right, discuss plans for next season. Let's see. Things didn't go as we'd have liked this season, but I hope many of you are willing to stick around and help us get promoted. Oh, Maxwell. I, for one, will be looking for a transfer next season. Finlayson, Antoniazzi, Maxwell, Hartford. Not really in the best position for you to be throwing around wildly ambitious targets. All right. Focus on qualifying for the playoffs instead. There we go. That's exactly sort of the reaction I was after. Let's go. So, Lockheed, Glover, Antoniazzi, Gorman, Wilson, Lindsay, Maxwell, Hartford, all those guys in the toilet. They're probably going to ask for transfers, so it's the first time I've ever had to deal with this, going back down. So I don't know exactly who all. I mean, most of those guys were on the team coming up. So we'll see. Request improved training facilities. Heck yeah. I would like to improve the training facilities. Not currently willing due to the financial situation. Okay. I mean, I figured, but why not? All right, so we will be back Monday, June 16th, 2025. We'll probably be back before that for the preseason spectacular. But that's it for the season. Unfortunately, not a great season for CLYDE FC. We're going back to League One. So we'll see you then. Until next time, bye-bye.
There's a team they call the CLYDE, who will fill your heart with pride. Dressed up in the red and black, we an L sign on the back. They've a winger and a keeper and a great big carpet sweeper.